Well, where am I at with all these steel saws and trimmers? This one I had running on idle, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, it would bog right down. My first thought was the carburetor's dirty because the saw, is dirty. When you open up that cover right there. What I should have done first was check to see where the high adjustment screw was at because it was almost closed. I cleaned the carburetor, and since then I'm not able to get it to pull gas. Even though the passageway is clear, I got some stuff in the mail, should be here today. This 025 runs. I got this hedge trimmer running. It started before, but it wouldn't go, but this was rusted, so I loosened up those little bolts there, sprayed some silicone schmooey on there, and away she went. And this saw is ready for eBay. And this one, I was wanting to give up on it. Where's my... Let's just, if that'll stay there. 3.5 feet. That's a 3.5 foot shark tooth right there, I tell you. So, anyway, I thought, well, I'll look at the carburetor. Because this one would fire, but I couldn't get it to even do anything else. So I took the covers off and whatnot. There was so much grease and junk on there you couldn't even see the carburetor, so I cleared that. Then I took off the recoil starter in this cover, and when I pulled the trigger, nothing happened on the cable in there. So I pulled this part and the cable broke. That's why it wasn't working. So after I got it all cleaned up, I started it and operated the throttle here, and it ran. I had to do the same on this, is loosen these up and sprayed some silicone lubricant on there, and she rips pretty good. So I have we got a steel dealer in the next town south of us, and I called them up this morning, and they have on order a new cable. I don't know, it was $12 or $13. So I thought that was pretty good for an OEM part. This carburetor works, leaking gas. That, I just took the carburetor off, cleaned it really good. I don't like Tecumseh engines, I just don't. Here's a couch that we picked up. There was one leg that was broken. It was just these plastic, it was missing plastic things there, and then it had just this poking out. And so I have in my stock different couch furniture legs, and these ones work pretty good. So that one's going to go to the auction. Otherwise, there's nothing. That's some good sturdy fabric. And like my wife said, well, I wouldn't pick that pattern per se, but when you're buying a used couch, you can't be that picky. It's not ugly, I don't think. And it's pretty comfy. One thing I really like, and this one doesn't have it, is low enough poofy arms to where you can use it as a pillow if you want to lay down. And this one you can, but you cannot take a nap on it. You have to scoot down a bit, use a pillow. This one, my daughter's doing a little stitching on it for us. She did it. And then look, and this has a pull-out bed in it. So that's, I think that's where we're caught up here in the shop. I've not done anything with that yet except focus. I did get it to fire up, but that's as far as I went with it, I think. That's about all. Well, my part just came in for the 026. And the thing about steel is they're different. So this is an aftermarket carburetor, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the one that's in it. So I might put in this stuff, these hoses here in the pickup, and leave this side for spare parts, because this might even fit my 028. It'd be nice to have a clean slate to work with there. I have replaced one of these before in my 028, but these other ones are different, and I know where one of these is in the saw. If there's a third one, I don't know, and then maybe they give you two of them because one fits, let's say, an 026 and one fits a 026 Pro or something. I don't know. I wish there was instrucciones, but there's not. I don't know what this is. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, you know what? Wrong carburetor and kit. Well, I don't know if the carburetor's wrong, but the hoses are wrong. So I called a steel dealer, and apparently there are two different hoses for that model. It depends if you have the older model or the newer model, 026, and I've got the older one. So he's got the parts on order. It won't be here till Monday. Meanwhile, I ordered some parts for that. Well, a new carburetor, because this one, I cleaned it out really good, but it's surging really bad, and I tried a trick that I seen on a YouTube channel just recently, where you pull out the little plastic, what is that? The hose bar where your fuel line goes in. You pull that out, and then there's a screen in there. Well, I can't remember if that was Briggs. Don't know. I thought, well, I'll try it. There wasn't none there. So I just ordered another carburetor, and it comes with a spark plug and a filter and air filter. We'll see if it works. So now I think, can you believe it? But I think that I'm pretty much caught up, almost, because I have that weed whipper that I can work on, and that Briggs and Stratton. It runs. I started it up when I first got it and then shut it right off. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm not, personally, I won't do anything with it. I'll probably just sell it. So now I guess that's it. I'll go have a cup of coffee and supper. Bye.